Regime, even more so in my personal design. It's been in the works since before I was born. Do as you're told and follow all the rules. And then you, Willow girl, could someday take the place as executive to oversee your school.
Hey, Willow. So, hallway patrol today again. You know the executive hates it when kids break the rules in the hallway. Yeah. It's pretty quiet today. Yeah, it's really weird.
Doves are charged with watching our peers, ensuring order and shaping our careers. We perform our duties with pride, because these rules prevent divide.
Keep your head down under a hat that says we are the same. Stay on track, you won't innovate, because this is no game. We are here to learn, respect is earned, and it's not up for dispute. All details go as planned here at the Institute.
Hey, look at what they're wearing. Jaden and Leo, again. Jaden, Leo, what in the world are you wearing? You're violating the dress code.
Of course we are. I wouldn't be caught dead looking like that. And even then, I'd come to fight.
I'm flattered, Jaden. I didn't think you were paying attention to my looks.
They're just shoelaces. Just look the other way.
We can't do that. Go see the teacher after school for detention.
Keep your head down under a hat that says we are the same. Stay on track, you won't innovate, because this is no game. We are here to learn, respect is earned, and it's not up for dispute. All details go as planned here at the Institute.
What was that back there? You were acting like you had a crush on Jaden or something. Wait, you do, don't you? On Jaden, really? She's cute. Not my type. You like her, even though she's a rebel? I don't know. Maybe I think what she does is sort of cool, and maybe she's kind of cool too. Yeah, and reckless. I mean, splash of color is interesting, but it breaks the first rule of school. Come on. You can't tell me you've never broken the rules a little bit. I've seen some of your writing. It borders on poetry. It's not poetry, it's just thoughts. Besides, keep it down. Someone could hear you. Fine. It's time to recite the Code of Conduct.
We now recite our Code of Conduct. Rule number 1. All creativity is strictly forbidden.
We are the same.
Rule number 2. Authority shall not be questioned.
We are the same.
Rule number 3. No student is permitted to leave school grounds.
We are the same.
Uniforms must be worn properly at all times.
We are the same.
Rule number 5. The needs of the school are greater than the needs of the individual. Any violation of these rules is subject to disciplinary action, including the fine.
We are the same. Keep your head down under a hat that says we are the same. Stay on track, you won't innovate because this is no game. We are here to learn, respect is earned, and it's not up for dispute. All details go as planned here at the Institute.
Good afternoon, Willow, Maya. Have you finished your rounds?
Yes, sir.
What do you have to report?
We gave out 2 detentions to Jaden and Leo for dress code violations today, sir.
Excellent. Those 2 are such losers anyway. They're not good enough for the Institute. They'll never go anywhere in life. The executive should just get rid of them.
The executive should just get rid of you.
Pardon? What was that, Maya?
I don't think it's appropriate for you to talk like that. Jaden and Leo are still students at this school.
Who are you to decide that? I'm allowed to talk to my underclassmen however I please.
Maya didn't mean that. She just meant that,
Maya meant to defend troublemakers, and I won't have that. See the executive, both of you. She'll straighten you out.
But we didn't do anything wrong.
You questioned my authority. Rule number 2, authority must not be questioned. Now go!
Keep your head down under a hat that says we are the same. Stay on track, you won't innovate because this is no game. We are here to learn, respect is earned, and it's not up for dispute. All details go as planned here at the Institute. Here at the Institute. Here at the Institute.
I can't believe you questioned the head dove's authority.
I know, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's not like we did anything wrong.
What?
He was out of line. He was insulting students. Do you think that's okay, ma'am? I know Willow and I don't.
Maya, please.
You said it yourself, Willow. We didn't do anything wrong. Willow. Willow.
Maya, you know the rules. Rule number 2, authority shall not be questioned. Go to detention.
But, ma'am.
Now.
At least I didn't break rule number 1.
Would you mind explaining to me what that was?
I just thought.
You thought that you could just break the rules. Well, you thought wrong, Willow. The rules apply to you more than anybody else in this school. Not just because you're a dove, but because you are my daughter.
It's really not as bad as Maya made it seem.
Show me your bag.
Why?
Now. What is this? I often run out of ink. I stare at paper until it bleeds sentences. I burn my letters after dark. This looks a lot like poetry.
It's not. It's nothing.
If somebody else were to see this, I wouldn't be able to protect you. Rule number 1, all creativity is strictly forbidden. You must be a model for this school, and this school will be a model for the world as long as you do your job.
I want to do my job.
Then let me fix this little problem of yours.
What are you going to do?
Destroy it.
Stop it! You can't do this to me!
Go to detention.
But I'm your daughter!
And I'm the executive. Go to detention. nobody listens and nobody cares. I just get yelled at and feel deathly stares. I'm seen as a fool, someone walking blind. I wish they could comprehend what goes on in my mind. I have my life on a silver platter, but how could that ever even matter? When I'm not fulfilled, I'm on the edge of my seat. I know I'm destined for something so sweet. Think on paper, it's something I savor. All the stars align, I know it's worth the climb. It calls out to me, fresh ink is what I bleed. I can't fight the feeling, there is no concealing. If only they could see the words buried in my skin, they'd finally understand who I am within. My script was written, it's filled, it's complete. The doves have my life planned out for me. There's another future just waiting outside. I know I'm destined for writing I can't hide. Ink on paper, it's something I savor. All the stars align, I know it's worth the climb. It calls out to me, fresh ink is what I bleed. I can't fight the feeling, there is no concealing. If only they could see the words buried in my skin, they'd finally understand who I am within. Oh, it's time to create. I'm on the pursuit of something so great. Calls out to me, it's what I bleed. I can't fight the feeling, if only they could see the words buried in my skin, they'd finally understand who I am within. It pulls out to me, fresh ink is what I bleed. I can't fight the feeling, there is no concealing. If only they could see the words buried in my skin, they finally understand who I am
Eyes forward, backs straight. In my classroom, you are expected to take a seat over here next to Maya.
Yes.
Well, that should be everyone. I know some of you will be familiar with what we do here, but it appears we have some new additions to our group. Maya and Willow, you were, I see, questioning authority. I admit I'm disappointed in the two of you, given your position as doves, but nevertheless, I'm happy to invite you to our lesson today. As I'm sure you know, the executive implemented into this school a set of values designed to keep everyone in the optimal learning environment. Understood. It appears that a rebel, not unlike yourselves, has broken into the executive's office to reclaim confiscated materials. I'm sure this can be dealt with quickly and efficiently. In the meantime, I expect you to watch the disciplinary re-education program. Don't think you're all just free to leave, because I assure you there are serious consequences for that kind of disobedience. Eyes forward, backs straight.
We now recite our code of conduct. Rule number 1. All creativity is strictly forbidden. Rule number 2. Authority shall not be questioned. Rule number 3. No student is permitted to leave school grounds. Rule number 4.
I don't believe this. What are you two doing in detention?
It's none of your business.
And yet when I wear colored shoelaces, it's your business? I never thought I'd see the day when these STEAM devs would end up getting in trouble. In fact, I'm not so sure that I have. Maybe this is all some clever way for the executive to monitor us.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's just crazy. I mean, what would you two do to end up here? Get too high grades? Do too well at making other students feel like they're always in the wrong?
Why did the teacher say you were questioning authority?
Can you imagine that? Imagine they've been delinquents this whole time.
We're not delinquents.
How about we all calm down? You know, there are still a lot of unanswered questions here.
So, what did you say to get here?
It wasn't even that big of a deal.
I just don't think the executive would want to send her minions to detention. It makes her look bad. Why are you here?
I don't have to tell you.
Hey Willow, where'd you get this?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you write this?
It's nothing, really.
It seems like a poem.
What? I didn't write it? Oh, please. With all the detention slips I've seen you write, you can't convince me this isn't your handwriting.
Fine. Maybe I did write it. But it's not poetic. It's just thoughts.
Well, it seems pretty poetic to me. And it's good, too. I mean, I have some really nice imagery, and I really like your word choice.
Imagery, word choice. It's not that complicated. I was just writing from my head, that's all.
You're writing poetry. Do you have more of these?
I mean, I did. I'm not going to keep writing if it's that big of a deal.
Didn't you just get in trouble for questioning authority?
I was just thinking out loud. When I was talking to the head dove, I mean. That's when I got in trouble.
Oh, so that's a story you're sticking to. You were always just thinking?
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, I really like your poem. I wish I could turn it into some kind of paint.
Leo!
What?
Don't tell her anything. She's still a dove, remember?
But I don't think she completely agrees with them. That's why she's here.
Well, I don't disagree with them, but I was just wondering if maybe some of the rules are a little bit much, you know?
Trust me, we know.
There's nothing really wrong with some of the stuff, is there? Does it really cause that many problems to dress a certain way or write something once in a while? The executive said there'd be chaos, but you just read what she wrote and the world didn't end.
Exactly.
The executive would be furious if she found out. It's what got us into this mess in the first place.
But you were thinking about it earlier. What if we didn't have to follow everything they said?
Sounds like the doves are joining the dark side.
I was just...
Thinking?
Right. So say the rules aren't ideal. What are we supposed to do about that? We can't change them.
Hold on. Since when did you want to change them?
I was thinking about it earlier. I have for a while, actually, but I didn't want to say anything.
Likely story. You have no reason to go against them.
Maybe it would be better if the rules weren't so strict.
I don't believe you. Just because you're in detention doesn't mean you're not loyal to the executive. In fact, I think you're a spy.
No, I'm not. Actually, I really like to dance.
Why should I believe you? You're the ones who put us in detention.
Maya, Willow, if you two are serious about what you're saying, I have good news. Even if we can't change the rules right away, doesn't mean we have to follow them. And no one even has to know it first. You see, we have this studio.
Leo, this isn't a good idea.
We found it a while back. You see this bookcase? It's a door to where the old music room used to be.
There's a music room here? Does the executive know?
She knows it exists, but she doesn't know it's still in operation.
So that means no one would be able to find it.
Yeah.
So if I had anything to write, I could write it and leave it there and no one would know.
That's kind of the point. It's out of the way. If you ever need a place to create, it's open. Maya, I don't know if you have a lot of dancing space right now, but
I could use the studio.
And no one would know.
Look, I don't know what you're going for here, Leo, but this sounds like you're revealing secrets to spies, if you ask me.
How about you trust me on this one? And besides, maybe you could have someone to dance to your music to give it a little more life?
Well, maybe.
So the studio, you'd let us use it?
If you wanted to.
Well, this is not where I expected to be today.
Me neither.
Go.
I know the rules, it's like a game. Creativity's to blame. We can never break away. My skies will always be gray. The mold we fit is tried and true, always what we've had to do. So why would we go and pursue unless we need something new?
Our eyes uncovered, yet we should see just how we've lost what makes us free. We could be doing so much more by breaking from conformity. It's here, Willow, your chance is now. We all want to change our lives. Join us and we'll show you how art lives and breathes. The studio thrives. Conformity's the enemy.
That's not what they're telling me.
We all know change is what we need.
And that's just what we wanna be.
That's just what we wanna be.
I wanna break away. Can't stay like this another day.
In a world where no one sees
Individuality.
we're not the same. We can't remain this way. We always seem to be. We have this world that no one sees. All the things that we could be. I'm not the same. I won't remain. Look how we really could be free.
Life's a song, I wanna sing mine. It's all inside of me, I can feel it. What's so wrong with changing the lines? It hurts to wait, hide, and conceal it. The match has lit my creative fire. I feel so real when I can dance. We have to reach what we desire. Dream, imagine, take a chance.
Life's a canvas, I'll paint my will. Color inside my own lines. I cannot keep my fingers still. I won't smile, this isn't fine.
With a pen, my words can fly. I rarely feel strong when I can write. We should grow our skills, or at least try. I don't want to give up this fight.
Conformity's the enemy.
That's not what they're telling me.
We all know change is what we need.
And that's just what we wanna be.
That's what we wanna
I
be.
wanna break away.
Can't stay like this another day.
In a world where no one sees individuality, we're not the same. We can't remain this way. We always seem to be. We have this world and no one sees all the things that we could be. I'm not the same. I won't remain. Look how we really could be free. Oh, in a world where no one sees individuality, we're not the same. We can't remain this way.
What's this?
I caught Susie breaking into the executive's office.
Get your over-sanitized mitts off me!
Now hold on just a minute. Take her before the executive.
Yay, my crimes go far above what you have the authority to punish. I get special treatment.
Yes, ma'am, right away. Attention, everyone. I call this meeting to order.
Ha! Looks like I'm not the only one you can't control.
Silence!
Over the past week, there's been an increase in creative offenses within the school. Exhibit A. One student was caught wearing this horrendous garment just this morning.
That was me.
Exhibit B. Another was doodling in this notebook.
That was also me.
And just before this meeting, I caught the infamous Susie breaking into the executive's office.
Finally, I get some credit.
She was doing what? Breaking into your office. Shall I take her to detention?
Oh no. We have much too high standards to let this pass by detention, and there ought to be more done about this. Take her to the re-education ward.
At least it's more fitting than detention.
No!
Oh, sir, I did not know that you would be joining us today. Doves, let me introduce you to the mastermind behind our fine institute, the higher-up. Sir, let me get you up to date.
I am always up to date. Executive, I thought this was an austere school with no room for people as rebellious as her. The crime does not fit the punishment. She goes to the farm.
What? I thought that was just a stupid ghost story. You can't take me there.
You dare defy me?
Shut up, you insolent rebel. Take her away.
I am fed up with this nonsense. You have 2 weeks to get this school cleaned up. You hear me? 2 weeks. By the end of that time, I'll take a visit and hold an inspection. Don't disappoint me.
You heard him. We've got to turn this place around. We've got to clean this up.
Society must have an order to maintain productivity. We must get rid of our disorder and keep us from captivity. This is where you come in, my brothers. You have but one activity that places you above all others to keep us from captivity. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and kick them in line. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and kick them in line. Our system really must succeed. I demand that you rapidly do this truly wonderful indeed. Improve the world and make it true. Support our aims, praise our goals, 'cause failure is simply
the art by raising your voice. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and keep them in line. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and keep them in line. The arts are all evil if we do as planned, then we can avoid the upheaval of the land. The arts are all evil if we do as planned, then we can avoid the upheaval of the land. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and keep them in line. Follow the rules, it's by design. Follow the rules, just stay in line. You are not fools, but minions of mine. You'll clean up the school and you'll keep them in line.
Welcome to the studio.
Whoa, you created all of this?
Maybe we should be less concerned about the scenery and more concerned about getting caught.
The only people who would care enough to report us would be one of you two.
At least I'm capable of doing more than complaining all day long.
Oh, shut up.
There you go again.
Anyways, before the higher up came to power, everyone is free to create anything they wanted to. So here's how we get that back. Step 1, we need more members. We can do this by showing people at the school what we do. It can even be small things like wearing colored shoelaces. By doing this, it proves that rule number 1 doesn't have to be followed.
What's step 2?
Get more members first. I'll worry about the rest.
Leo, I really don't think this is the best idea. I mean, we barely know them.
Why? Do you think we can't be trusted?
Oh, we don't think that.
Oh, speak for yourself there, Picasso.
Did you guys make this?
Yeah, it's one of mine.
It's beautiful. What's the story?
It's about this girl, and she has silver eyes. She can see color, but the rest of her town can't, so they sit around and watch her sew all these colorful dresses.
How did you come up with that?
Well, I didn't really think about it. It just came to me, and I had to paint it. Do you ever get that feeling?
Yeah. When I have ideas, I write them in my journal. But the executive found it this morning and took it away. Now I'm done writing.
Well, that's what this place is for. There's no judgment here. Just write whatever comes into your head.
I can't think of anything.
Look at my painting. What comes to mind?
Well,
there once was a girl with silver eyes who could see colors of the rainbow. The colorblind town hated her lies and glared at her fabrics as she'd sew. She'd make dresses of crimson cafe, violet jade, cerulean black. Yet the town thought they were all gray, and so they conspired to attack.
They snuck in while she slept at midnight. They ruined, ripped, and ravaged away, striking and savaging with the light. The mob rushed out in the light of day. The girl awoke and saw the damage, yet the town continued their wreckage. They boarded up the only passage, the starved girl undone by their message. And in her cottage where she dies, the end of the girl with the silver eyes.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
That was incredible. You really do have a talent, Willow. Come on, let me show you the rest of the studio.
Maybe this is worth the risk.
What are you doing here?
Excuse me?
I don't want chattering doves like you here. Keep your feathers away from me.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
You know what? You're probably a spy. Who sent you, huh? The head dove? The executive?
What? No one sent me.
I bet this is all some kind of assignment for your stupid doves program.
Why me, huh? You seem to trust
Not
Willow.
entirely, though. She's clearly got a passion for writing. Didn't you hear a poem? She's obviously been writing for quite some time. You, on the other hand, look like you have 2 left feet.
Rude. I'm just moving to the music, not performing, Your Excellency.
That's enough. I'd rather be murdered by the executive herself than be mocked by a dove like you.
Oh, Lord Jaden, how art thou hair shinier than your sweaty forehead, and your personality duller than these bleak colors we wear.
Stop that already.
You know, maybe you could teach me how to play the piano. I would teach you how to be less of a cynical bastard.
Absolutely not.
Did anyone ever tell you you're cute when you're angry? Are we about to kiss right now? I know you want to.
What are your intentions with us? What made you become treasonous? What makes you think I can't trust you, you traitorous, pitiful shrew? I despise you. No, you don't. I despise you. No, you don't. I totally, utterly hate you.
Why are you so hostile towards me? Do you think I'm just gonna flee? Unless there's another reason that you want me out for treason. Oh, you love me.
No, I don't.
Oh, you love me.
No, I don't.
You totally, utterly love me.
I despise you. No, you don't. I despise you. No, you don't. I totally, utterly hate you. Oh, you love me. No, I don't. No, you love me. No, I don't. I totally, utterly, perfectly, thoroughly, totally, utterly loathe you. Love me? No. Yes.
Were we interrupting something?
We're just falling in love.
We were not.
Focus in. We all know what we need to do. But remember, we can't let the executive find out, so keep it under your hat.
You drew this?
In history class. I mean, it's not like I'm missing out on anything important.
I'll take that. Halt!
Heads up, something new's going on. So much color and sound. The dark cloud is gone. There's a secret place you can behind the craft. As long as the doves don't know. So keep it under your hat.
Hi, you're Leo, right? I think we have history together. I think I overheard you talking about a studio for art.
Oh.
I'm not here to get you in trouble, I promise. I've actually been smart myself. I can show you some of my sketches. I was wondering if I could join.
The studio?
If you have any openings.
What were those sketches you were working on?
Heads up, something new's going on. So much color and sound. The dark cloud is gone. There's a secret place you can behind the craft. As long as the doves don't know. So keep it under your hat.
What is this?
Appears to be a drawing, ma'am.
I'm assuming this is from the same troublemakers as before, is it not?
No, I think this is from
a different source. Something needs to be done about this.
Heads up, something new's going on. So much color and sound. The dark cloud is gone. There's a secret place you can behind the craft. As long as the doves don't know. So keep it under your hat.
Yesterday, I'm certain I saw this kid doodling on the paper, and when I sat down, I noticed drawings on my desk.
Forget rule number 1. I ran into multiple kids with colorful shoelaces today.
Good. I left a few of them on the floor in history class. I was convinced for a while that they wouldn't catch on, but I guess they just needed a little bit of inspiration.
Guys, we might have actually started something.
Heads up, something new's going on. So much color and sound. The dark cloud is gone. There's a secret place you can behind the craft. As long as the doves don't know. They don't know. Hold heads up, something new's going on. So much color and sound. The dark cloud is gone. There's a secret place you can behind the craft. As long as the doves don't know. As long as the doves don't know. As long as the doves don't know. So keep it under your hat.
What is going on here? The lines are non-existent, everything is disorganized, and what is that ruckus?
I think it might be music, ma'am.
In this school? Find what is causing it and confiscate it!
Yes, ma'am.
I've laid out the rules clearly. They know what they're doing. Why is this happening?
I can lead a team to investigate this.
Great. Get to the loudspeaker and make an announcement. Make it clear that no forms of art are to be tolerated. Rule number 1.
Right away, ma'am.
Why is this happening? What will the higher up think? Willow, come with me. So, Willow, do you know why I've called you in here today?
No, ma'am.
Have you seen the hallways recently? The school is descending into madness. We have children doodling in class, trying to make music, sharing their art with other students. How has this happened?
Your guess is as good as mine, ma'am.
Is it? Because I think you know more than you're letting on, Willow.
What?
I've seen you with those hooligans. The 2 troublemakers, Jaden and Leo.
We're working on a school project together.
Oh, in what class?
History.
That's funny, because I don't seem to recall you having history class with either one of them.
I haven't had much of a chance to mention them before now.
Nice try, Willow, but we both know that's a lie. Come on, Willow. I'm your mom. You don't have to lie to me. Creativity began to seep back into this school a few weeks ago after you started to associate with known rule breakers. I know something's going on, and I need you to tell me what it is. It calls to you, doesn't it?
What does?
Poetry. When you write, you can be anything you want to be. The world feels like this remarkable thing full of heroism, love, and humanity.
How did you?
I used to dabble in the arts too. Shocking, I know. I wanted to be an artist. I thought that I could use my work to change the world, to make it a better place. But then reality caught up with me, and I realized that I could keep pursuing silly dreams, or I could fall in line and prosper. You can't change the world, Willow. I'm sorry, but you can't. And the sooner you accept that, the easier it will be.
How can you be so sure? Just because you failed doesn't mean I will. I still learn to write, even if everyone in the school tried to keep me from it.
You can't be naive enough to think that this will go on forever. The higher up is coming to review the school, and if he sees it the way that things are now, I'll be out of a job and you will surely face punishment. We have to eradicate all creativity in this school or we'll be out on the streets. I'm offering you a chance to escape all of this unharmed, Willow. Tell me what's going on and help me destroy it, and we can go back to the way that things were before. I'll even let you keep your journal. It'll be our little secret. You won't get another opportunity like this, Willow.
By day I sit and wear a perfect mask. At dawn and dusk I hide and learn to write. After the sun goes down, I'm left to ask, is this new writing of mine truly right? In quiet black, my mind begins to turn, run circles around itself till I feel sick. Which world to save and which to leave to burn? I know I'll bleed no matter what I pick. My heart is torn, shattered beyond control. Is this new writing of mine truly right? How do you choose between air and water? How do you choose between mind or soul? How do
We call ourselves the studio. We have this secret hideout behind a bookcase in the detention room. It's the school's old music room.
Thank you, Willow. I'll send the Doves there now.
Wait, what's going to happen to the studio after this?
Well, it'll be destroyed, of course. They're breaking rule number 1, and they'll need to face consequences.
But you said we'd get off without any problems.
I said that you would get off without any problems. I can't extend the same privilege to your friends. Now wait here while I go destroy the studio. Don't worry, Willow. Your friends will be so much happier elsewhere, and you will return to the Doves a hero. I'll fix this for us, Willow.
In my journal?
Prove to the school that you're a real Dove, and then you'll earn it back. Watch her. Don't let her out of this room until I come back.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, okay, we'll work on it. Okay.
Hey, Jaden, where's Willow?
What?
Where's Willow?
Why should I know where your pillow is?
Where's Willow?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see her class today.
Now that you mention it, I did see her get called into the executive's office today.
Maybe she got in trouble.
I hope she didn't rat us out.
No, Willow wouldn't do something like that. She's just as committed to the studio as any of us are.
She's the executive's daughter. Maybe she's already plotting against us.
Jaden, I think you're jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, no, she'll be here soon.
This is the head Dove. What are you doing in there? Let us in.
Everyone, get out of here.
It's the Doves. Ah, we're doomed.
Get a hold of yourself.
Do not violate rule number 1.
Come on. Come on, quickly.
Let
Let's
us
go.
in.
What about you?
I'll be fine. You two have to protect the studio now. Go! Go! Come on.
Afraid of a few birds? Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I'll tell you, a treacherous dump is what we have.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Actually, I was wondering about this little finger painter here. Grab him.
Yes, sir.
Why, isn't this just a marvelous painting? Why, it's so beautiful. It'd be such a tragedy if something were to happen to it.
No, please don't, please.
Well, this one's the painter. She mentioned others, though. Who are they? Where are they?
Wait, she?
Yes, Willow. She was so excited to tell the executive all about this place. She would have led this raid herself if she could, but she had more important things to deal with. Meanwhile, I was left here to deal with the scum.
So, they were right all along. Willow betrayed us.
Oh, the poor and ignorant. She was never part of your little gang of lollygaggers, and she was absolutely begging to destroy this wretched place herself. But tell me what I want to know first. Where are the others?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, the executive told me I could let you off the hook if you told me who the others are.
I don't know. I came here alone.
Liar. Take him to the executive's office and search the premises. As for the stump, tear it to shreds.
How could she do something like this to us?
And we were the fools that trusted her.
Willow is my best friend. I don't understand.
It's okay. We'll get through this. Together. Come on, we've got to get out of here.
Congratulations, Willow. Thanks to you, we're back on track. The return to status quo, and our school is still intact. Finally, they love me. That must mean my choice was right. So why am I so lonely? Why does my chest feel tight? I'm right back where I started, and we all know what that means.
No more fool's tricks, foul play. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the old way. Imagination's gone away.
Ha ha ha! Children work, there's not a sound. No straight thoughts drift through their brains. Their desks are straight, their heads are down. The rebels are in chains.
When I betrayed them, Mom was proud. I've made my choice, I should feel free. And yet inside me, guilt abounds. I know they don't love me for me. Right back where I started, and we all know what that means.
No more fool's tricks, foul play. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the old way. Imagination's gone away. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the old way. Imagination's gone away.
The studio is better off, since they'll be free to leave. But I'm still trapped here in this place. Can't change the school, so I won't be free.
Tricks, foul play. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the old way. Imagination's gone away. No more fool's tricks, foul play. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the
Willow, you certainly seem to have had a strong turnaround since I last saw you in detention.
I suppose so.
You seemed rather friendly with Leo. I'm surprised you're okay with what's going to happen to him.
I mean, expulsion isn't pleasant, but it isn't the worst thing in the world.
Well, that's certainly one word for it. A bit of a euphemism, don't you think?
What do you mean?
We're holding Leo in the executive's office for questioning. We plan on sending him to the farm, of course, but not until he tells us the names of the other studio members who will all share in his fate.
I have to go.
Where are you going?
I have to fix something. Hello?
I'm not going to tell you anything.
What? No, it's me. I'm here to break you out.
Willow?
I'm sorry. The executive lied to me. But I need to get you out of here. The head dev will be back soon. That door leads to a hallway. Follow it to the end, and then you can sneak around to the studio.
Why? There's nothing left. It's destroyed.
Regroup with the others. I'll stay here. They won't even know it's me with the lights. Now go.
So you'll take my place?
Leave. Go now.
Finally, you know you aren't leaving here until you tell me what I need to know. Who are the others? The silent game, huh? You can't keep that up forever, and I'm not letting you leave any sooner. Willow?
What is going on in here? Willow, is that you? Why is the executive's daughter locked up?
I didn't have anything to do with it. This room was supposed to be for the troublemaker-in-chief Leo.
Really? Well, I suggest you find the room you were looking for. The executive doesn't appreciate inefficiency.
Yes, of course. I could have sworn.
Willow, we need to get back to the studio.
What?
I have a lot to explain and not a lot of time. The rest of your group is already in what's left of the studio. I told the executive the room was deserted to buy some time, but I don't know how much more we have.
I don't understand.
We can go this way. This belongs to you, does it not? The executive handed it to me with a pile of other papers to be shredded. There are some really excellent poems in there. I told you where Leo was because I was testing you. If you were truly loyal to the studio, you would free him, and you did.
So, wait, why are you...
Helping you? Does it seem sudden? Why do you think I supervised detention right next to the old music studio? That's not a coincidence, Willow. Come on, let's go this way.
So, you know about the studio, and...
I left the studio for the students to find. I was hoping someone would realize that school isn't about walking in straight lines, but learning to see in different ways.
You wanted us to rebel?
I wanted you to realize that expression shouldn't be a crime. More importantly, I wanted students like you to know that they aren't alone. The studio is a place for everyone to create.
Now it's gone.
Yes, but you have to understand, all of you kids have started something. That's why the Doves destroyed the studio. They're afraid of what you can do when you come together.
Well, what am I supposed to do now?
By yourself, you can't do much of anything. But together...
Willow?
Leo?
All right, we don't have time for chit-chat. We have a job to do. The higher-up is coming to review the school today, and if we don't do something, this school's ideas could be everywhere.
There isn't much we can do.
You underestimate yourselves. If you all come together and make yourselves heard, you can take back your power.
Together you can change the ways of our world. Your future's not arranged, just waiting to be unfurled. I know that every one of you is strong, brave, and bright. The opposition's growing, but you can't give up this fight. You have the strength to go so far. You have the strength to succeed. I want to see you help each other, so that's how it will be. If you can join together, find something to create, I know you'll find the answer. It'll never be too late. If you can join together, find something to create, I know you'll find the answer. It'll never be too late. Unity is everything, oh, that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. Unity is everything, oh, that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. Unity is everything, oh, that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. Oh, unity is everything, oh, that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you.
There's nothing left.
All is over for the studio.
Oh no.
I can't believe this. I just can't.
Why would Willow do this?
She must have had a reason.
She came here, gained our trust, and betrayed us. How do I know you're not doing the same thing to me?
What? No, I'm on your side. We can rebuild this together.
No, we can't! Don't you understand? Don't you understand? You and Willow are the ones that caused all of this.
Jaden, you need to calm down. I didn't do any of this.
I should have known better. I should have seen this coming. I've been betrayed before. I shouldn't have trusted you, yet I did.
Jaden,
Everyone, get out of here now! The traitor has come back to ruin the studio. Run before they catch us! Oh my God, you're back. I thought they were gonna send you to the farm.
It's okay, Jaden. I'm okay.
Wait, we've got to get out of here. They've come to ruin the studio.
They were the ones who rescued me.
Willow betrayed the studio.
Willow betrayed us, but she meant to do it for our sake.
You mean Willow and Maya?
What? Maya had nothing to do with this. This was entirely my fault.
Oh. Okay, fine, but what about the teacher?
The teacher let us have the studio.
What?
Don't you understand? She's been with us since the beginning.
Why didn't you tell me?
We couldn't risk it, but now we all need to work together to stop the higher up.
Wait, do you mean you figured out how to stop him?
The executive is following the orders of the higher up and has been instructed to make a school void of creativity as a model for other schools to follow. So the higher up is coming to the Institute today to make sure everything's going according to plan. But if we can disrupt the inspection, we can overthrow the higher up. But it's got to be something big, a performance. It'll only be possible if we all work together.
Wait, what do you mean by a performance?
Well, a performance is...
It's when people come together, presenting work for the world to see. It's joining and uniting. It's showing who we want to be.
This isn't some school type kind of thing. It's work in a creative way. It's what we make and sing and write. It's never work and always play.
So what we need is teamwork, passion and to prepare.
Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there.
Now what we need is teamwork, passion and to prepare. Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there.
It's like a project, but with art. Something that I chose to do. An investment I made, a choice to spend time to bring something beautiful into the world.
We all understand creativity. I know it's inside of every one of you. And our performance, I think, is what we need. It's how we can show what we can do.
So what we need is teamwork, passion and to prepare. Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there. Yeah, what we need is teamwork, passion and to prepare. Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there.
Cause I know right now you all feel hopeless,
And that this thing is not worth fighting for. Or you think that this could become a mess. But we all need to walk right out that door.
So what we need is teamwork, compassion and to prepare. Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there. Yeah, what we need is teamwork, compassion and to prepare. Because nothing's going to work if we don't put ourselves out there.
All right, everyone, come on. Today there's going to be an inspection.
and we'll sneak in and ambush them when they least expect it.
Let's go.
Maya!
What do you want now?
Well, I was just thinking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for accusing you of being a traitor, and I'm sorry I still thought that despite everything we've gone through.
I'm sorry too.
For what?
For being irresistible.
Well, seriously though, if Lulu and I had never come here, we would have never known there was a way to go and do the arts. And I wouldn't have known that I could. Yeah. Guess we have to sing a song about it now, huh?
You're the girl I'm into, and whenever I hear your name, I get butterflies, oh no, and I don't know what to say. 'Cause you're the newest in here. I don't really know if I can fully trust you yet, Maya. Just hear me out. You're like you're with the doves, then you turn your back and you're here with me. I don't want to have a heart attack. We work so well together that you can't ignore. But there's so much that you've done before. I'll admit this wasn't how I planned or how it's supposed to go. Can I truly trust you yet? I've really gotta know. 'Cause I don't want a broken heart, a plot that has gone wrong. Can I truly rely on you, or are you just stringing me along? Please, say something. I'm dying here.
The time we spend together, I really do adore. We work so well together, just like you said before.
You're right, but that Duff stuff is over now. You don't have to worry about me, I promise you that.
I was so sick of doing the same old thing every day. I've changed and become a better person for you, Jaden. I'm ready for the dance of life, just continue showing me how. I was a dove, but my loyalty is with you right here and now. I'll admit this wasn't how I planned or how it's supposed to go. You can truly trust me now if you really gotta know. 'Cause I don't want a broken heart, a plot that has gone wrong. You can truly rely on me, I'm not stringing you along.
You really mean that, Maya?
Of course I do, Jaden. I like being here with you and working with the studio. Just because we were supposed to be mortal enemies doesn't mean we have to be.
I'll admit this wasn't how I planned or how it's supposed to go. You can truly trust me now if you really gotta know. 'Cause I don't want a broken heart, a plot that has gone wrong. You can truly rely on me, I'm not stringing you along.
You're 5 minutes late.
Thanks for noticing. I thought it was going to be 10.
He's coming.
Ah, sir, it's an honor to finally have you here. Doves, this is the higher up, the visionary who started this all. It is thanks to him that we are where we are today in this wonderful establishment. He will crush all creativity as well as any rebels who stand in his way. He is—
Enough, executive. Let us stop wasting time on meaningless chit-chat and delve into your problem, shall we? Step aside. Executive, what do you have to report?
We have crushed the rebels. We took their leader, Leo, prisoner and destroyed their studio. He is not yet broken, but it is only a matter of time until he gives us the location of his friends and we send him to the farm.
Excellent. But you're still thinking too small. You see, I have a bigger plan. We need to send a message to the rest of the students of this school so that all thoughts of rebellion and creative expression leave those impressionable little heads of theirs. You see, as you all know, I plan on holding an inspection this afternoon.
I'm sorry. My deepest apologies for interrupting. I did not mean to intrude, but I—
What is the meaning of this?
Well, Willow is unaccounted for, and the prisoner, Leo, he's escaped.
He's what?
I am very sorry. I came as soon as I noticed.
Silence! Executive, you said he was detained.
I don't know how this happened. We will send a search party immediately.
I need to send a message to the rest of the students. Find him immediately.
Yes, sir.
We're right back where we started, and we all know what that means. No more fool's tricks, foul play. Imagination's gone away. We're back to the old way. Imagination's going away.
Find the insubordinates and bring them to me.
Find them immediately. Both your lives and my reputation are on the line. One of those is more important than the other. And here's a hint. It's not you!
What do we do when we find them?
Bring them to the higher up. Except Willow. Bring her to me.
You heard her. Move it, minions!
They're in here, I'm sure of it. All right. Willow, you have 3 seconds to come out, or I come in and apprehend all your friends. 1, 2, 3. All right. You asked for it. Move in!
What are you doing here?
We're here to arrest the studio members.
And do I look like a studio member to you?
I mean...
No, sir! So sorry, sir.
I can't believe you haven't found them yet. You and your doves are obviously useless. Thankfully, this one isn't. He just received a tip that they have returned to the studio. I was just about to go and apprehend them.
No, I can do that. You should head to the inspection.
So after I do all that hard work, you come and claim the credit.
No, sir, I know my daughter best, and I might be able to persuade her and her friends.
Fine, but bring all of them to the inspection immediately.
Of course. You two, head with me. The rest of you, accompany the higher up to the inspection. They aren't here.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about what's going to happen if we pull this off.
You mean once we pull this off? And besides, what is there to be scared of?
Well, we could fail for one thing, in which case we would be royally, and I mean royally doomed. Kicked from the school, sent to the farm, never to be heard from again. For another, what if I fail? I tried to talk to the executive about my writing, but look where that got us. I just don't.
Calm down, okay? You're gonna be fine. We have a good plan, and they can't send us all to the farm.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's just, if I'm being totally honest, that's not even the part that worries me the most.
Well, then what is?
My mom. If we go through with this, I could lose her. Forever. And I know there's good in her. I know she sees how beautiful art can be. I know she feels the same way we do. I just don't know if she'll be strong enough to stand up with me.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I can't say. But Willow, you have to remember, we're here for you. And your mother isn't the only member of your family, you know?
I know.
So, are you ready?
It's now or never.
Good evening to all. Good evening to all. There is something that needs to be addressed. As many of you may know, your leader, the executive, has allowed this school to run amok. The strict structure that we have worked so hard to upkeep has begun to unravel thanks to her incompetence. However, that will not continue. I will be working to ensure that our motto will be upheld. We are the same. I expect each and every single one of you to keep that in mind while protecting our school. Now that that's been established, let us go over the procedures for this upcoming afternoon inspection.
I swear, if we get caught, it's okay. Just line up and act like a dove. Keep your head down and make sure your shoes are tied. It's time. Are you ready? As ready as I'll ever be. Here goes nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are you ready now?
Classroom inspection.
Now or never.
What is going on here?
We are ready.
Stop!
Now or never.
Stop at once!
Are you ready? Now or never. Are you ready? Now or never. I am ready. We are ready. Now or never. Are you ready? Now or never. Are you ready? Now or never. I am ready. We are ready. Now or never. Are you ready? Now or never. Are you ready? Now or never. I am ready.
I command you all to cease!
Your time is up.
Now or never.
Let go of me! Oh.
Now or never. I am ready. We are ready. Now or never. Our time is now!
We no longer will conform. You might have shackled our lives, but our souls were never yours. Our souls belong to the broken melody. Our souls belong to the dance. Our souls belong to the paint. Our souls belong to the words. Our souls were never yours, and there is nothing you can do to stop this storm.
What are you doing? Let her go!
It seems you've forgotten who's in charge here. I think we need to teach your daughter a bit of a lesson. The farm seems like a perfect option for her.
Mom, you're just going to let him send me to the farm?
You are breaking the rules, Willow. You are leading
Yes,
a
Mom,
rebellion.
I am leading a rebellion, and I am breaking the rules, because these rules aren't helping anyone. You can see that, can't you? You know that the arts are good.
The arts are good? What have the arts ever done for you? The arts have given you nothing, but I have given you everything you could ever want.
Yes, you have everything, but are you happy? Because your daughter isn't. I know you can see that writing makes me happy. You gave the teacher my journal, hoping it would find its way back to me.
Are you sure that the farm is the only option for her?
Yes, we cannot excuse this kind of behavior.
Fine. Send me to the farm. I'd rather be there than having to spend another minute with you.
She's lying. She's just trying to weasel her way out of this situation. Your daughter has only ever wanted to undermine your authority. Take her away.
Take your hands off my daughter! Nobody questions my authority, not even you. Take him away.
Where should we take him?
Send him to the farm.
Cool. I can't believe we're taking the higher up the farm.
I know. Before we know it, we'll be the higher up.
It's hard to follow the rules. It's harder to speak your truth. It's fitting that the letter was the focus of our youth. But we shouldn't let that stop us. We have gifts we can exchange. Stand proud and tall and oh, now is the time to change. Life is not fair. Bad people live. Good felt the despair. It is we who must give. Inside of us is light, and our duty is to let it shine. This light and calling is art, and each one of us can call it mine. Through words and dance, paint, song, we can change their hearts so we're all strong. And we'll use these things to make the world beautiful. Inside of us is a light, and our duty is to let it shine. This light and calling is art, and each one of us can call it mine. Through words and dance, paints and song, we can change their hearts so we're all strong. And we'll use these things to make the world beautiful.
I have a proposition for you. How would you like to run the Institute together?
Absolutely. I'd love that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for seeing the potential in these kids when I was so blind.
Nobody says it will be easy. It takes work to bear one's soul.
Those who see you for who you are will help you to feel whole.
Listen to let fear stop us. We have gifts we can exchange.
Stand tall and proud and know now is the time to change. Life is not fair. Bad people live. Good falls in despair. It is we who must live. Inside of us is the light, and our duty is to let it shine. This light and calling is art, and each one of us can call it mine. Words and dance, paint and song, we can change their hearts so we're all strong. And we'll use these things to make the world beautiful.
Willow, I want to apologize. I was so focused on keeping my job that I ignored my own family.
I'm glad you come around. Just promise me you'll change this school.
I promise. You know I love you, right?
Together you can change the ways of our world. Your future's not arranged, just waiting to be unfurled. I know that every one of you is strong, brave, and bright. The opposition's growing, but you can't give up this fight. You have the strength to go so far. You have the strength to succeed. I want to see you help each other, so that's how it will be. If you can join together, find something to create. I know you'll find the answer, it'll never be too late. If you can join together, find something to create. I know you'll find the answer, it'll never be too late. Unity is everything, oh that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. Unity is everything, oh that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. I know you all so well to tell that you are meant to be clever now and forever, so show them how to see. You have a bond no one can break, don't use it carefully. You must stand up, take a chance, and find a way to succeed. If you can join together, find something to create. I know you'll find the answer, it'll never be too late. If you can join together, find something to create. I know you'll find the answer, it'll never be too late. Unity is everything, oh that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you. Unity is everything, oh that's what makes us free. Join forces and join talents, and togetherness is key. Creativity is boundless, and that's what makes it true. Creativity is everywhere, and it is in you.